So after Sunday's action and the Washington Commanders not playing as we prepare for our Monday night football game versus the Bengals, it confirmed to me that the NFC East is wide open. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody. We're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's on.
You know what time it is. It's time to come out.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders and how the NFC East is wide open. Now, Juan, why are you so jittery and smiley about this topic? Honestly, man, I'm going to keep it a whole 100 with y'all. I watched the Cowboys game. We seen how that went. Granted, the Ravens tried to piss that away. They lost. The Eagles, lucky. They won, but they did not look good. The Giants looked impressive today. I made sure I say Malik Neighbors looked impressive today. And we have to deal with him for 2 times a year for the next 5-10 years. Unless he comes to Washington in the trade. But needless to say, the NFC East is wide open, y'all. And I know this was supposed to be a season where we're rebuilding, we're recalibrating. But after seeing our counterparts and seeing how lucky the Eagles get, seeing the Cowboys struggling, and we know the Giants aren't going to sustain this. They had one good win, but they're going to eventually go back to being the Giants. The division is wide open. I think the division winner is only going to require 9 or 10 wins this year. There is not a dominant team in this division. In fact, dare I jump the gun and say if Washington finds a way to win tomorrow, we're the best team in the division. Yes, there I said it. With our defense being as trash as it is, if you watch each and every team in this division, you can't tell me Washington has the most upside. Let me put it that way. I'm probably jumping the gun a little bit saying we're the best team. We have the most upside. Because talent-wise, the Eagles are still the best team talent-wise. And that's the reason why they won. Hence to why Terry Bradshaw said in his post-game video or post-game that the Eagles are winning because of talent. And that's going to catch up to him at some point. Those are the words from Terry Bradshaw. Because they should have lost today. They did not play well. Defensively, yeah, they kept them in the game. The Saints offensively just couldn't get anything going after having those first 2 weeks where they was just, blowing it open. But I'm focused on the Eagles. That's our division rival. And we're going to have to beat them out to potentially win the division. They did not look good offensively. Obviously, with no A.J. Brown, that takes a hit. Devonta Smith goes down. You lose Lane Johnson to a concussion. Mekhi Becton went down. Darius Slay went down at some point. Like, they're banged up. And their offense is just not in a groove without A.J. Brown. They desperately need A.J. Brown back. And if it wasn't for this defense of Philly and for really the Saints' lack of offense, they would have lost today. They would have been 1-2, and we would have been playing with house money. Because regardless of if we would have won tomorrow, we could have been in first place still because the Eagles would have lost. But again, they won. They did it. That still doesn't change my opinion on this division. I think if Washington goes into Cincinnati tomorrow and win, my whole mindset changes, y'all. Now, I don't expect us to win tomorrow. I expect us to lose and lose badly. But if we're competitive and if we find a way to win tomorrow, that changes my whole mindset on this season. At first, I was going into the season with the mindset of, okay, we're recalibrating. This is a rebuild, not really expecting much. But given how our division is and what a dominant win that would be for this young team on the road in Cincinnati on primetime football tomorrow, what that would mean for us, that would be huge. And I am starting to say Washington is the team to look out for in this division. Because, again, there's no team in this division that has impressed me. Dallas, struggling. Defense is struggling. Remember, they told us Dan Quinn was the problem. Dan Quinn this, Dan Quinn that. Mike Zimmer this, Mike Zimmer that. Defense can't stop nothing. Offense, mid. They tried their best to come back, but it's mid. Dallas is in a rut. They'll eventually get out of it at some point, as they always do. But them talently don't scare me. We can beat Dallas. Philly, we can beat Philly. In New York, we already beat them. We can beat them. All I'm saying is, and I'm not saying this to get your hopes up. I'm not saying this to change your mindset. Because, again, I still feel like we're going to lose tomorrow. But even with the loss tomorrow, this division is open. This division is up for grabs. And as we often hear, and as we often say around these parts when we have confidence, why not us? Why can't we be the team to take hold of this division? Be the team to blow it open and say, hey, I got this, Dallas. You want to struggle? Philly, you want to struggle? We're the new team on the block. We're the new team with the young quarterback. Tomorrow is going to tell me all I need to know about how I need to look at this season. Because if we're competitive, say we lose this game tomorrow 28-24, I'm taking that as a win. In the moment, yeah, I'm going to be pissed because I'm like, damn, we could have won this, that. But I'm taking that as a win. Because I have no issues, or I have no lack of confidence moving forward. Because this is a Cincinnati Bengals team in Cincinnati on Monday Night Football. Contrary to popular belief, they're 0-2, but they're not 0-2. They should have beat Kansas City last year. They're a talented team with Joe Burrow at the helm. They're getting T. Higgins back, and their backs is against the wall, so they're as hungry as ever. So they're going to come out firing on all cylinders. So if we find a way to keep it close, and we get out of there with a win, or we get out of there with a close loss, I'm feeling confident moving forward, and my mindset now shifts to let's win this division. Let's be the team to take charge of this division. Clearly, no one else wants to do it. Dallas struggling. Philly, they won, but they're struggling. They're not good. They're not. Honestly, without A.J. Brown, that team is nothing. Saquon Barkley carried them today. Without Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown, that team is nothing. Our team isn't nearly as talented as these guys, other teams in Dallas and Philly. But you want to know what I'm ready to already say? And this may be crazy, I may be tripping, but I'm ready to say it. We got the best quarterback with the most upside. Did I get you right there? I'm not ready to say we got the best quarterback yet, because obviously he's a rookie and he's only played 2 games. But bruh, his upside is through the roof. Dak is declining. He's getting older. Jalen Hurts, bro. I think we're starting to realize who Jalen Hurts really is. Yeah, he had that big season 2 years ago, but we're starting to see who Jalen Hurts really is, bro. He is a regular quarterback. He ain't nobody to fear. He ain't nobody that gets you scared. He is a regular quarterback. Jalen Hurts is nothing. Daniel Jones, nothing. So we're the new team on the block at some point. And that some point could be tomorrow night if we find a way to win in Cincinnati. I'm telling you guys, all throughout the week, I've been saying we're going to get blown out. But after watching today's action, what a wacky week of football, right? Am I right? Like, who had Minnesota blowing out Texas? I had the Panthers winning versus the Raiders. I picked them, right? I had Baltimore beating Dallas. I had other games on my bingo card that told me I felt good about this week, right? Like, that's a division game out there in LA, but the 49ers, they came off of a loss last week. They thought they were gonna bounce back. They lost. So as this video goes on and on and on, do I need to expand this from the NFC East being wide open and just saying the whole NFC is wide open for the Commanders? Because who is really a dominant team in this conference? Now that I think about it, how Kansas City is the dominant team in the AFC and a slew of other teams over there in the AFC is dominant. And you have a bunch of 2-0 teams over there in that conference. Who in the NFC is going to step up and say, we're the big dogs of this conference? Because our big dog, San Francisco, looking slummish. Yeah, I know they're banged up. Yeah, I know they're missing Deebo Samuel. So what? Juwan Jennings went off today. They should have won that game. They didn't. Philly, looking slummish, even though they won. I say this to say this. The Washington Commanders is close already. And it's not due to their talent on their team, because we have a lot of holes on this team that we need to fill, and that is not as talented as we need it to be successful and sustain success. But what's around them is what gives me confidence. The lack of consistency from Dallas, the injuries, and how trash the Eagles look, even though they won. The 49ers not being good. The conference and the division around them is what's giving me confidence that Washington can do it. Why not us? Tomorrow, I'm expecting a loss. But that ain't going to derail my season. Because moving forward, we have winnable games all throughout our schedule. This is the hardest game on our schedule, in my opinion. Everyone else, we can beat. We can beat Arizona next week. We can beat Cleveland. Y'all seen Cleveland? They lost to the Giants. Deshaun Watson is horrible. Myles Garrett hurt. We have a favorable schedule. And again, this division winner is only going to take 9 to 10 wins, in my opinion, after seeing these teams. There's not a dominant person in this division, let alone this conference. So moving forward, even if we lose tomorrow, we have winnable games all throughout the schedule. Baltimore, I think we're going to lose that game, but it wouldn't shock me if we found a way to win. Because yes, they had a good game throughout the whole entire time. But melting down in the fourth quarter is their Achilles heel this season. So of course we can stun Baltimore. You're not scared of Carolina? You're not scared of Chicago? Do y'all see Caleb Williams? The Offensive Rookie of the Year award is between two people, Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors. And who do you think is going to stay at a more consistent pace, a receiver or a quarterback? Now, I say this, Malik Neighbors is an animal. And I'm frustrated we got to deal with him 2 times a year. And wait till he gets a good quarterback. We're going to be in trouble. But you know who they got to deal with? They got to deal with Jaden Daniels. And he's in control of this offense. Malik Neighbors, as good as he is, he can't throw himself the ball. You're not afraid of Chicago. You already beat the Giants. You're not afraid of them. Pittsburgh, second hardest game on my schedule, in my opinion, because that defense is ridiculous. Justin Fields is playing at a really good level, efficient level. That's the second hardest game. Then after that, you got Philly. You can beat Philly. We own Philly in Philly. Then you come home against Dallas again. We don't know what Dallas is going to be by the time November 24th comes around. But as it stands right now, they're struggling. Then you got Tennessee. Trash. New Orleans. Their defense is really good. We don't know what they're going to be by the time December 15th come around. They could either be on this pace that they are right now, or as far as like cooling down and have a game like they did today, or by that time they could be right back to where they was the first 2 weeks of putting up all those points. Saints, winnable game. Eagles, another winnable game. Atlanta, Kirk Cousins, winnable game. And then Dallas to close out the season. Again, I say Washington has a chance, and this division is wide open. But we got to take care of our business. I'm not expecting to win tomorrow, but I want to win tomorrow. And I'm going to be rooting like heck from my room that we win. There you have it. Make sure you guys use my promo code JUANGOTTI to get $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. As always, it's me, your boy JGTS. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Please help me get there as soon as possible. Hail to the Washington Commanders. And let's get this win tomorrow, baby. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Let's get it.